This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through this 2021 Forest River Salem Model 36 VBDS. Okay? So you have strong arms attached to your scissor type stabilizers, okay? The thing to know about these strong arms, that's the yellow piece you see there. There's a T-handle there. Always loosen that when you're moving the jacks up and down. When you get them in place how you want them, then you tighten it up so you can take the forward and rearward movement out of it. But when you bring it back bring it back up, loosen it up a bit so it can move freely, okay? There's one on each corner. We have a power awning with an LED strip, TV hookups, outside speakers. This is a vent hood, the vent for your range hood, okay? This is the fill for your fresh water tank. The most common way to get water, of course, is the city water hookup, but if you go to a campground that doesn't have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill that and use the onboard pump to pump the water. Also, you have that is the dump, that white gate valve you see down there. You pull that out and that'll dump the fresh water tank. Also, you have a hookup here for LP. If you want to put a grill or any low pressure appliance, you just connect it right there. This is your water heater. Okay, so this works on both gas and electric. The thing to know is there's a switch right here. This rocker switch, this on and off switch, controls the electric heating element that's behind this cover right here. Okay, there's also switches inside the trailer. I'll show you those, but in order to turn on the electric heating element, you have to turn that switch on. This is the drain plug right here. Okay, use my camera work. All right, so let me come down further here. This is just if you wanted to get a solar panel to charge the battery, it would plug in right there. Okay, this is just your dump hose. Okay, you got a power tongue jack here. If it happens to ever fail, you can put there's a crank that comes with it. You can put it right on there and crank this manually to get yourself hitched or unhitched in an emergency. You have two LP tanks with an automatic changeover regulator, deep cycle marine battery, and that is your kill switch for your battery, the red key right there, okay? You can disconnect the battery from the trailer just by turning that key. So as we move back, it's a 50 amp system, so you got a 50 amp 30-foot cord. All right. These are your dump valves here. So you got your black valve, which is for your black tank, which is toilet water and waste, and then gray, which is sink and shower water. Okay. Always dump your black first, and then use the gray to sort of wash out the water, or wash out the black water. And also you have a black tank flush right here, so you can hook the, after you've dumped your black tank, you hook the hose at the dump station right on there, and make sure the valve is open, turn on the water, and it'll flush out your tank and clean it up really nice. This is your city water hookup, the most common way to get water. I showed you on the other side, you could fill the fresh water tank and pump your water, but most places have city water these days, so you just hook it up right there. Cable and satellite through. This tells us it's pre-wired for a backup camera, so we sell them here. You can, either way, if you get it, make sure it's the one that fits in that housing right there, made by Furrion. Also, while we're looking up, the manufacturer states that you should check your roof seals every 90 days, so keep that in mind. You want to have somebody go up there, either yourself or somebody else, look at all the sealant, look for cracking or separation, look for damage to the roofing material by road debris or low branches, the vent covers, things like that, okay? That's an important thing to do when you own a trailer. So, must still be prepping here, so, okay. This, oh, that's dirty. I don't know what that is. Anyway, they're still working on it, so it'll all be fine when you pick it up. Your fireplace has a remote, which is right here. So, you can change the off, low. I don't know if you can see that. High. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's the fan speed. You can change the appearance of the flame. You can set the here we go. Right there, you can change colors. Also, you have a thermostat, and also you have a timer, so you can set it to turn on, and 20 minutes before you get up in the morning to take the chill out of the trailer, that sort of thing. Your sound bar has a remote here, and basically you can stream off a USB. You can stream wirelessly with Bluetooth from your phone or tablet. You can go into the system with this HDMI in if you need to. Okay, you got 2 speaker zones. One is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. This also has FM radio. Just so you know, this is the signal booster for your digital antenna. If you're using the antenna, you're going to want to turn that on for your television. Okay. When they say they're pre-wired for Wi-Fi, there's also a plate on the roof, an attachment on the roof anyway. So basically, for a public Wi-Fi signal booster, you'd have an antenna on the roof, and then you'd have a router that sits here, and it just gets better public Wi-Fi. So that's what that's all about. If you're interested, kingconnect.com, or you can talk to our people up front. There are different models. Always go for the one with the antenna on the roof. That's important, okay? Alright. So you've got a chair, a sofa that turns into a bed. You can drop the table here under the cleats and turn this into a bed. Microwave works like any other microwave. Your range hood vent is right here, or your range hood is right here with a fan and a light. The vent I told you was on the outside. Make sure you open the baffle so it flaps freely on the outside. Oh, he's still cleaning here. Okay, so let me see if he's got the gas on here. Yeah, so you can see it lit. You just turn this sparker clockwise in order to spark it. To light your oven, it's a little different. All the way at the back, at the bottom in the back, there's a pilot light. I can spark it. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, I can see it sparking back there. Okay, so what you do is you go to the farmost right knob, and that is your oven knob. You go to the picture of the flame, which means pilot. You depress it and hold it in through the whole procedure. You turn this clockwise to spark it. After the flame lights, you still hold it in for another 10 seconds to heat it up, and then you go to whatever operating temperature you want. But when you shut it off, the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use it. Okay. Your refrigerator here. It's a compressor type refrigerator. Now I noticed it has right here. There's let me find it here. This has to go in here when you're traveling. Let me see if I can see it right there. I'm sorry about my camera work here, but I only got 2 hands here. So yeah, so you basically will screw this in, and it'll keep your refrigerator doors from flying open, okay? I won't go all the way in with it yet. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Let me look around. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. Always, if it goes off, take everybody outside, leave the door open, shut the gas off, and figure out what's going on. You have bunks in here. Nice. And somewhere up here is a power converter, which I'm going to show you in a minute as soon as I find it. Here. So this is your power converter right here. This converts 110 AC to 12 volt DC. So you got regular circuit breakers here like you'd see at home, and they're all labeled 110 AC. And then the power is converted to 12 volt DC here. You have 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled. Okay, that's where the 12 volt power comes from. Also, if one of those fuses were to blow, it'll actually, you can see it glowing through that tinted plastic there. Also, when you're plugged in, it's a battery tender. It'll keep your battery charged. Okay. That's your screen door underneath your mattress there for your sliding glass door. You have storage under the bed too. The thing to know about the bathroom is always run the ceiling, the roof vent fan with the shower. That's important. And you can't use this dry. So by dry I mean I'm talking about the black tank. There's the flush pedal right down there. So I'm talking about right down there is the black tank, right? So when you first get to the campground, you're going to hook up your power and your water. Then you go inside here with your chemical in hand, and you'd step on that pedal and put about a gallon or so of water in the tank. Some people like more, whatever you want to put in there. Just make sure you got some water in there and dump a dose of chemical in there. Never use it dry, or the smell will be really bad, and it will it can get clogged up also. Okay. So last but not least, I think this is your thermostat. You just hit the mode button to light it up, and then you just scroll through it, whatever you want: fan, high, low, automatic, air conditioner. Always try to run everything on auto if you can. That's the best way to go, okay? Alright, so let me look around and see if I forgot anything here. Okay. You got more TV hookup here, and I'm sure, I don't see the sticker here, but I'm sure there's a backing plate there for a TV bracket. The sticker might have fell off. Okay, and also this is your slide room button here, and the other one is your awning, your power awning. Never leave the power awning out unattended. If you're leaving, make sure you roll it in. Get your lights here. You got your water pump, and you can light your water heater on gas. Remember, I showed you the switch to turn on the electric heating element is in the lower left hand corner of the water heater. Your battery's charged. Fresh water has some water in it. You see it graduates up in 1/3 increments as it fills. Your black tank is empty. Gray tank is got water in it, but we're still testing everything. So, okay. All right. So I think that does it. Let me look around here. Yes. Okay. So, first of all, thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. And second of all, please don't forget to inspect your roof on a regular basis every 90 days. And if you see issues with it, have them taken care of immediately, okay? Thank you.